What's up, guys? Wickety Crickets here. So in our last video, I went through the basic features, how the headset felt, and what I did was I went ahead and I plugged it in, both using the USB dongle for wireless play, and with the included 3.5 millimeter jack. To see what the difference in sound quality was. So just to the end of the sound quality, there was a slight difference between wired and wireless, and I'm gonna just say that that's because it wasn't designed with a wired connection. I feel like this was designed with wireless in mind. So that being said, I didn't notice a big difference between wired and wireless, which I feel like you'll find with a lot of wireless headsets that also offer a wired connection. So I played Wolfenstein 2 because that for me would give me enough of the sense of how the haptic feedback responded to the game, and then also how the spatial 3D audio, THX spatial audio performed. And after playing, I want to say like 10-15 minutes of the game, these are the things that I found out. So for one, and probably one of the biggest deals, is the overall weight and the feel of the headphones. So I by no means engaged in a marathon gaming session, and I still feel my head is still like noticeably warm from having had them on. I don't see you being comfortable with these on for an extended period of time. That was my first takeaway, and also the weight. As time went on, I could feel them more and more. I was more and more aware of them. And when you're playing a game, casually or competitively, you don't want to be aware of your headphones. You should just be able to forget about them, in my opinion. But what do I know? I'm only a gamer. And another one of the big things that I noticed with these was the volume. So you can independently control like the master volume, and then you can switch between chat and game volume. So obviously I'm not streaming, and I'm not going to be using the microphone in this headset. So I had it on 100% game, and then really only toggled the master volume control. And although the sound was pretty good, and you could notice the spatial audio, but the spatial audio was really only shined in the cinematic cutscenes. So when I was getting shot at from multiple directions, both on my extreme left and extreme right, the spatial audio, I didn't really feel like it was a factor. It's not when I was getting, and it's not because I was in a panic, because it was strictly for the sound test. I didn't really care if I ended up dying. I was more just listening, and you really couldn't differentiate where it was coming from. And then also the volume, it was really either all or nothing. And what I mean by that is there really was no middle ground. Either the game was essentially a whisper, which completely takes out both the haptic feedback, the any kind of spatial awareness, and just the game volume in general. And conversely, if you turn it up so you can hear all those things, it is so loud, like obnoxiously in your face loud, because everything is getting thrown at you. The haptic feedback is going crazy, obviously because you're getting shot at. There's explosions. Even the underlying game, there's a lot going on. Like there would be a lot going on in a lot of the games that you're going to play. And there was a lot of haptic feedback even in mid-level bass situations. So even when there's not crazy explosions and whatever else, just the mid-range sounds were triggering the haptic feedback. So I didn't notice an overall quality audio experience from these. And the haptic feedback, although initially like it's kind of cool, ultimately it left me feeling kind of like turned off. It's kind of gimmicky. I mean, it sounds cool. It sounds like a cool thing. I mean, your controller shakes, your headset shakes. You're really tuned in. But I just feel like overall, the things that they did wrong, or the things that it felt wrong to me, like a miss, far outweighed any of the positives in this headset. And then aside from that, there's a rattle in the one ear cup. Now, not to say, if you order 100 of anything, I'm sure you're bound to get one where, it got shipped to you messed up, or they mishandled it in transit. But I just, thought it would be something that I would point out, like a little piece of metal or plastic broke off inside the ear cup, and I can hear it rattling around. So, for my purposes, both for streaming or even for casual gaming, I can't say that I would really recommend this particular headset. So, search continues, guys, and along the way, I will be sure to update you guys with everything that I get. And, I'm not sponsored by anybody. These are just my honest, hilarious reviews. So that's it. That's going to wrap it up for this particular review of the Razer Nari Ultimate headset. And if you enjoy everything that you're seeing, feel free to like and subscribe to my channel. And that's it. I'll see you guys next time.